every product, every new product, and every new marketing idea. How many of you guys are watching football today? This is probably the first day I've watched football because guess what? I played my first game of fantasy football last night. And of course, I don't know anything about fantasy football. I just randomly picked my teams, but we're going to see how I do. And it was fun. And you know what? I turned on the TV today, and I couldn't believe how many times they were talking about fantasy football. Right during the football games, they're saying, guys, you still have time. Fantasy football fans, get your fantasy teams in place. So anyway, we're going to talk about fantasy football second. I've got a special gentleman on here tonight, Rick Presley, that has helped us launch the G1E Great Escapes. And this is incredibly exciting. Travel is a $6.3 trillion industry, and we can offer some very special things with this beautiful program and platform that Rick has brought to the company. So without further ado, Rick, I'd like to bring you on. Introduce yourself in a little bit about how this came together, and please tell everybody what makes our travel offerings with the Dream Trip so special and so unique. Thank you for joining us, and you'll have to unmute yourself so that everybody can hear you.
Okay, Faraday, can you hear me, ma'am?
I do.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I'm excited about being here to explain a little bit about the G1E Escapes and the travel program. I've been in network marketing for about 44 years, and this is the first time that I've really been excited about travel and network marketing. So I guess how it came together was Rick Mackey, Mr. Mackey, reached out, and he knew that we were wholesalers of travel, and he's contracted the travel for G1E, and I can be happy to tell you what, in my opinion, differentiates G1E travel and all the other companies out there in travel deals is because what you guys have on the G1E Escapes is all-inclusive trips for two with airfare included. And I don't think anybody in the travel space is taking advantage of that offering like it should be. I know that Mr. Mackey's real excited about it, and G1E's got some momentum behind it on the travel side, and everybody that I've talked to is really excited about it. And I think that you have a chance to own the travel space in the U.S. to promote travel through network marketing. So I'm pretty excited about it.
And Rick, let me ask you this. So on these all-inclusive trips, which include airfare and food and alcohol, not that any of us would think about the alcohol part of it, but these all-inclusive trips, if I understand you correctly, we can offer actually at a savings to, like, say, Travelocity or TripAdvisor or Hotwire or the other social sites?
That is correct, Faraday. One of the, and I'll just point out, travel goes up and down all the time. The prices go up and down, and we don't regulate any of that. We can't regulate the hotel space or the airspace. But what we can do, and I'll just give you a couple of comparisons. One of the programs, my cousin has a travel company. He's doing about $50 million in travel right now. And he looked at one of the trips that was similar to what you guys are offering.
Rick, I think maybe his computer got frozen. I still see him on there, but we don't hear him anymore, and it doesn't show.
Move on to the.
Hold on. I think Red, can you hear us? All right. Well, we were trying to get Rick back, but we got to spend some time with him while we're waiting. And maybe Rick, if you log off and come back on, your sound might come back. But spending time with Rick, I was very impressed, and I think if I understand correctly, and maybe Rick can confirm this when he comes back, where you guys should be putting your focus and your effort is on these dream trips, because that's where we can offer the special savings to the other travel sites on the market. With the bundled packages, from what I understand from Rick, at the time of booking, we can beat any other site out there. Now, what he says, like what happens the next day or the next day or the next day, might be outside of our control. Our control is what the price is at the time of booking compared to all the other sites out there. And that's where you guys are going to make your biggest commissions, because we're going to make an upfront commission whenever we offer the travel to our customers at already the rock bottom price that's available. And so we will have, I think Rick's going to try to drop off and come back on. We will have the other travel.
Coming back on, Sree. When he comes back up, he'll be back on.
We will have the other travel that is general travel of people just wanting to book their trips as a courtesy to all of your customers and a convenience. And when Rick comes back on board, we'll see when that G1E Great Escapes website is going to be up and whatever else he can offer. I'm just trying to fill in while we wait for him to come back on. But I'm very excited because this is a market that is broad-based. Almost everybody you talk to travels, and everybody that you talk to wants to save on travel, looks for the best travel deals, does not book any travel until they get the best travel deals. And as most of you know, we've got our first dream trip scheduled. That's going to be a trip to Punta Cana. Is that right, Richard? In Dominican Republic in November. Did I say that right, Richard? Punta Cana?
Yeah, Punta Cana.
Yeah, that's going to be our first dream trip. That will be in November for 6 days, all inclusive. So that means the airfare for two, the hotel, the food, the alcohol for $2,700. Is that correct, Dave?
$2,750, I believe. I will confirm that with Rick. I believe it's at $2,750.
Yeah. So
that's a 6-night stay.
Is that at the Hard Rock Cafe? Hard Rock?
The Hard Rock Casino, yes. It's a total 5-star exclusive. When he comes on, I want to pinpoint some specials out on that. And make sure I'm not speaking out of line on that.
Yeah, and you guys, as you know, a lot of times we have first-time newcomers on our Hangouts. Not everybody has, done the Hangouts before, and we have quite often run into, some challenges, with the first-time people. This is Sree, by the way, from Australia. This is his first Hangout with us. We're going to bring you. Well, Sree, why don't you, while we're waiting on Rick, just give us a quick word on what everybody is thinking down under. Sree has a group of about 1,100 people in Australia. Are you guys excited about the travel, Sree?
Got to unmute.
Yeah, you have to unmute.
unmute. We hear you. Hear me now?
There we go.
Yep. Can you hear me?
I do, Sree.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Sree. I live in Sydney, Australia. We Aussies are very excited about this business, especially after coming from Las Vegas. We have seen changing lives of so many affiliates of this company within a short period of time. Also, we are excited that Rick Mikey is going to come and Angela Bernard is visiting us in Australia. And we are looking forward for that. I'm a full-time network marketer for the last 20 years. I have been on the top level of 2 companies in Australia. This is the one I can see that BV comes from different avenues. In other network marketing, only the BV come from buying products or product buying. That's all it comes from. This one we got a lot of products, and everyone who uses the products, we get the BV. That's why a lot of people are earning a lot of money. And I like this because everybody does travel. Now we are excited about the travel because a lot of people doesn't like casino or sports betting, but everybody likes travel. So we develop the business in Australia, like, for example, we do meeting every week. And also we do 3-way conferences. That's very powerful. So what I suggest everybody is, whatever you are doing, keep doing what you are doing if it is working. And do the meetings, do the barbecues, do the 3-way conferences, everything, whatever works for you. And Faraday is doing a great job every day. It is back to Faraday. I don't want, what I will suggest everybody is, don't wait on the fence. Get in and start moving. Back to Faraday.
All right, thank you, Sree. We might bring you back to comment on fantasy football too after. But Rick has got back on here. He apologizes. His computer got frozen. Dave's got some specific questions that he would like to address to Rick. And thank you, Rick, for getting back on with us.
No problem, Faraday. Sorry about that. It's a modern technology. When the lights blink, my computer went out, and I apologize, but I'm back.
Yeah, that's what happens, buddy, when we live in Florida. That we get those what they call thunderstorms. So, hey, Rick, I got a couple specifics here for you that I want to hit on with this product. There's a lot of different home-based businesses, companies out there. Seeing that you're the provider from all of those, and then the corporate, all the different major corporate stuff. So your company not only supplies for all the main companies and all the home-based business companies. What makes ours so specific? And you made a specific claim earlier before you got off. And I want people to pay close attention to this, because this is a gold nugget if there ever was one. What's going to make us so special in that travel arena that's going to make it a G1E baby?
Well, Dave, in my opinion, the differentiator, as I said before, is the all-inclusive resorts that we're offering with airfare included. There's not a lot of those offerings in the marketplace for one reason or the other. We've got special arrangements with some of the carriers that allow us to provide the offerings. And you're going to see more and more of them. What we started out with was to try to keep it simple and give a good across-the-board offering to what we considered some of the best locations that you can go to. I'm just going to pick on Hard Rock for a minute because that is included in the offering. A Hard Rock Hotel has a little different offer that I think is special. You go to some of these all-inclusive resorts, and they'll give you some resort credits, anywhere from 100 to 200. In fact, I see I think it's Atlantis is offering $200 in resort credits right now to fly down to the Bahamas once you're there. But Hard Rock, in the first product offering that y'all have, is an 8-day, 7-night, all-inclusive, and I think that starts somewhere around $2,600, $2,700, $2,800, something like that. It depends on the location, and don't hold me to that because we got a lot of offers out there. But I think the ones that y'all chose were 8 days, 7 nights, all-inclusive with air. Now, that does include all of your food, all of your drinks, gratuities, and you get $1,800 of resort credits. And they handle those resort credits a little bit differently than most all other all-inclusive resorts. A lot of times you'll go to a resort and they'll give you $100 to $500 to $1,000, whatever, of resort credits. And then when you go to utilize those resort credits, say if you want to play golf, then you apply your resort credits, and they might only let you apply $50 or $100 of your resort credits to that golf game. And that usually leaves you paying the difference of the resort credits and plus the taxes that you pay on them. And that's fun and it's good, but Hard Rock has a little different product offering there. They have what they call limitless resort credits, and they're going to allow you to apply those resort credits however you want to spend them, not how they want you to spend them. And here's how the difference there. If you are on one of those trips and say you have $1,800 of resort credits and you like to play golf, well, apply your $1,800 to resort credits to play golf and play golf every day if you like. You want to play golf, go play it. If your wife wants to take those resort credits and go down to the spa and have those hot rocks laid on her back and get a massage for $1,800 worth, and that's your choice. They're given to you to spend however you want them. So that's a big advantage as far as I'm concerned with the Hard Rock hotels. When you go to, say, the Hyatt, we have all-inclusive product offerings with the Hyatts. And, I mean, that's the same Hyatt as with Hyatt Regencies, Hyatt Hotels. It's a 5-star chain, and we have very good reports and reviews for all of those. We're not sending you to the Motel 6 in these G1E escapes. We're focusing on 4- and 5-star resorts that we know people are going to come back. They're going to get a good deal, and I'll point one out that I was talking about earlier. But we know that they're going to come back with a good experience, and they're going to tell somebody. And in our opinion, they need to have a wow factor. There needs to be a reason why your cousin, sister, aunt, brother, whatever, is going to utilize the travel with your company rather than going to Travelocity or Expedia or any of the rest of the good companies that are out there that are offering those products. But with you, you're going to have a chance to get them a little more economical and benefit somebody that you know and love, usually yourself. So we like that scenario better than just going to the internet and buying your travel off of the internet. That little gnome that's supposed to follow you around everywhere, he really don't follow you around. But we want to make sure that you have a good experience. So again, we're not going to be sending you to the Motel 6 where they leave the light on for you. We're going to focus more on the 4 and 5 stars. So what I was telling you before is I can just give you a couple of examples. I know that my cousin was looking to take a trip and go to a Hard Rock, Punta Cana, which is actually I think the first corporate trip that y'all have scheduled, and that's the destination where you're going. He was going there for 8 days, 7 nights. He received $1,800 of resort credits, and Travelocity priced that trip at $4,750. I think $4,753. CheapCaribbean.com had it for I think $4,500 and some dollars, and we were able to deliver that trip to him with commission back for his company at $3,500. I mean, that's a significant savings. Now, those savings and those price points are going to vary depending on the destination, depending on the season. There's a lot of variables, but we're going to make sure that you have good economy to scale, and make sure that you get a good price point on that. Plus, here's the biggest, I think, differentiator. Okay, Dave, how many trips did you take last year?
Oh, geez, quite a few. About, I don't know, probably 7 or so, I guess. So
7 or so. How many of those travel companies sent you a check back?
nobody.
Nobody. Well, I mean, just think about it. We just returned from Las Vegas, where Mr. Mackey stood on stage and announced this, new travel channel that y'all now have, and no one traveling out there, staying at that, and that was a very nice Marriott, JW Marriott that we were staying at. Nobody earned a commission check off of that travel or airfare. That's the difference in what you have to offer now and what you have the ability to take advantage of, is now you earn a commission off of travel. That's significant. So you got savings, you got 4 or 5 star resorts, and you got a commission check. I think that makes a pretty good combination.
Right. Now, Rick, let's go into detail, because I know we're going to go into the details of our trip and how we can get it for free. I'm sure Richard and Farrell carry that pretty good, how people can get that for free. But let's go into that special that we're running that's got like the $400 free dollars on it. You buy for $100, kicks back a $50 commission, and it's basically giving somebody a $400 of free travel and a couple of these other trips. If you could go into that in a little detail, that would be great. And also, let's get into that puppy dog approach that we talked about on the phone here Saturday.
Okay, you're talking about the airfare credits. That, to me, I think is a great customer gathering tool, personally, I think. Because what that is a $500 airfare credit certificate. Okay, and to me, it's like bending over and picking up 4 $100 bills off the ground. Everybody's going to do that. So if you're going to travel to one of the 4 destinations, if you're going to travel to Orlando, Los Angeles, Hawaii, Honolulu, or London, okay, we have a $500 airfare credit, and here's how it works. You, as a rep or a customer, can purchase that certificate for $100. Once you call your personal concierge service, which is our call center, and book that 7-day or 10-day trip to a 4 and 5 star resort in those cities, okay, we're going to issue you a $500 airfare credit, whatever your airfare is. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's $600 or $6,000. We're gonna credit you back $500 for air, and you spent $100, so that's a net savings of $400 for each one of those certificates. Now, I sometimes purchase those and give them to customers because, number one, I know they're going to have a good experience. They're going to a 4 or 5 star resort in one of those locations, and they're going to come back and they're going to tell somebody. Well, G1E negotiated a special deal for you guys, and each one of those certificates, okay, that is redeemed. Once you purchase it at $100 or they purchase it, you can purchase it and give it away. We don't care. When that travel certificate is purchased and redeemed, okay, whoever purchased it, whatever rep that $100 certificate went through, is going to be commissioned back $50. So the net cost on that $500 savings is $50. So that's a great way to get some commission as well, gather some customers, send some people on some great vacations, and it's an icebreaker as well. I mean, you're probably going to have some pretty receptive people participants once they go on these travel trips and have a good time, and then that may open their eyes to what else G1E has to offer.
All right, Rick, let me go into layman's terms with this because, I can't ever get into anything too complicated, I like to really lay it down easy so that people can understand it. So let's figure this. Winter's coming up, and we all know Orlando is like a #1 destination worldwide. So what you're saying is basically a person can buy these things, purchase it, get this certificate, book their travel, come into Orlando, stay for a week, and actually recoup $500 off of that. Well, it'd be $400 free off of that trip by them coming into Orlando. Am I saying that right? I got that right? Rick?
That's absolutely correct. And just to reiterate it, let me back up and we'll restate it. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you're good, buddy. You're good.
Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes. Go ahead, buddy. You can hear you fine. Go ahead.
Dave?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, technology is great when it works. When someone purchases one of those certificates for $100, then they call the 800 number to book. We'll just pick on Orlando here. They call the 800 number, so that doesn't cost them anything. They book 7 nights into Orlando at one of our 4- or 5-star partners resorts, hotel, and we will credit them back $500, whatever their airfare is. We book the airfare, we book the hotel, and if their airfare is, say, $1,000, we're going to give them $500 credit for that airfare, which should lower their bill. That would be a net $400 if they paid $100 for the airfare certificate in the first place. That's what I'm saying. It's like bending over and picking up $400 if you're going to go to one of those locations. And then next is when that travel is booked, okay, the representative that's responsible for the sale or purchase of that certificate is going to redeem an additional $50 back. So the net cost, if you're a representative giving those certificates away, then the net cost of those certificates is going to be $50 to you. And you're going to save your customer $500. So that's a pretty good savings. Does that make sense, Dave?
That's perfect. Let's go on to this next thing, if you will, because
Dave, how do we get these certificates? Where do we buy them?
We get them in your back office. We're going to get them. Rich will have them in our back office, and they'll be available to all IBOs through the back office. Hopefully they'll be in there this week. Hopefully they'll address that Tuesday. Rick, let's talk real quick about, because I came from the timeshare industry, and actually this part really excited me about the clearance stuff that we also are going to be offering, and the condo weeks and all the other stuff, because this is just a door opener, guys, for all the other products that we've got. But this is what makes us so unique and so different versus any of my other buddies' travel companies or the other people's travel companies that I all know. This is just a door opener to all the other stuff that we've got. But if you would, Rick, just kind of hit real quick on the clearance weeks and all that type of stuff, and the condo card and all that kind of stuff that we've got coming. Rick? Hello, Rick?
Sure, Dave, I'd be happy to explain that. What G1E has done is rolled this out in stages. Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes, you're good, buddy. You're good, bud. You're good.
Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes. You're good, buddy. You're good. Rick, you're good.
Okay. Sorry, man. I had a little audio difficulty here. I apologize. G1E has rolled this out in stages, and what you guys are seeing currently with the G1E escapes and the $500 airfare credit certificates and your G1E corporate trips. That is in stage one. Okay, stage two is going to bring to the table several other things. And in fact, I actually left something out on stage one. Is you also have an Avis discount that is posted in your back office. So you can go directly to avis.com, call Avis directly, their 800 number, give them your G1E IBO number that's posted in your back office, and you're going to save up to 25% on your Avis rent-a-car, and that's worldwide. Okay, it doesn't matter where you're going to rent it. So that those offerings are all stage one. In stage two, G1E is going to roll out. You have a multitude of other product offerings that you're going to receive. You're going to have a hotel card, and that hotel card can be utilized, I think at last count, at about 350,000 different hotels. You walk in and give them the number of your group code, and it's going to get you a discount at the participating hotels. We also have a cruise card that you're going to receive as well. You'll be able to take that number and get discounts off of, and these are all name brand cruise lines that you're going to be able to save with. But what you're talking about, Dave, on the inventory is you also have access to what is considered, or what really is, unsold inventory. And that is hotels, resorts, condos that are really unsold inventory that it's an empty room, basically. And they would rather put some head in the bed and instead of, that hotel room staying empty all week. And we have specials that, sometimes my family has taken trips as low as $99 for an entire week, not a night, but for an entire week on condos on the beachfront condos that sometimes would be, $2,500 for the week. And if that inventory doesn't get sold in a timely fashion, basically they put it out on what I call a fire sale, and they sell it at a discounted rate, and you guys will have access to that as well. It's really good if you can travel on the spur of the moment. We homeschool, so we have the ability to do that. It's a little harder for people that have to schedule their vacations, but if you can travel on the spur of the moment, it's a great product, and we've been able to take advantage of some incredible facilities on short time frames at incredible prices as well. So all of that you guys are going to have access to in stage two, along with a website that you will also have to go and book other travel. We know where we have our sweet spot. We're gonna be offering 4- and 5-star restaurants, 4- and 5-star resorts, airfare included, all inclusives. Nobody's going to touch us on that. Nobody will be able to touch you on that either. But we're also going to have the ability to provide you guys with a website that's sort of like Travelocity or Expedia or Priceline. You're going to be able to go in, and if you need to fly from say Orlando to Vegas tomorrow, you'll be able to book that. Now, that's going to be offered as a benefit. That's a non-commissionable item. It's there for the convenience of it because there's really not a lot of profit in airfare. I remember when I had a travel agent, and that travel agent used to print my tickets, and I would swing by and pick up my tickets from my travel agent. And that's pretty much unheard of now. Everybody's ticketless. You book it online, and you put your credit card or your passport in the little kiosk when you get to the hotel, and that's about it. They don't even give you a ticket. They give you a boarding pass. So a lot of that's gone away, but we'll be providing a website for you to book a rent-a-car or a hotel or airfare with. And again, I think it's, don't hold me to it, but I think it's something like 350,000 different locations around the world that you'll also be able to book.
Well, that's awesome, Rick. I really appreciate your time here tonight. I'm pretty much got about all that with that. We've got a lot of other products, unless Richard and Farrah got some more specifics with you. I think we've basically ironed out what makes us the cutting edge with any home-based business, period, seeing you supply them all and all the other major ones of what makes us different, including now with all the other products that we got. Obviously, it's not rocket science. So I want to thank you for coming on here with us tonight. I really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you in the Dominican Republic. Farrah, Richard, if you guys got any questions, so be it. Sree, other than that, we got fantasy sports. We got a ton of other stuff, so we're ready to move on. So without that, I'll turn it back to you, Faraday. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. I can't think of anything at the moment. You did a beautiful job outlining a fantastic vision, not only of what we have now, but what we are getting. And I think that, any of us can run with this. It's like open lane for us to go in the fast lane. I want to mention one thing, and I know Richard.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you again. Thank you so much, Rick. We really appreciate your time.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to assist you guys in any way. I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of Dominican Republic as well.
Absolutely. The first of many beaches of the world. So what I want to add, and I know Richard's got some fantastic strategies with the fantasy football, because we're very excited about the fantasy football, fantasy baseball. But first of all, for those of you watching in tonight, you do know you have the opportunity now to actually win this trip to Punta Cana. So all you have to do to qualify is 6 VIPs, and then they're going to choose the top 5 recruiters, and you're actually going to win a airfare for 2, all-inclusive, to Punta Cana with your hotel, airfare, drinks, and food, all included. So that's a fantastic opportunity. I want to mention one thing I had posted on my wall that just struck me today, because if you are watching here tonight, I'm hoping you already know that we have got a double fast start bonus going on this month. That means you bring in 3 or 6 of the VIPs. So instead of $450, you're going to make $900. Or instead of $900 with 6 VIPs, you're going to make $1,800. And you know what? It just came to me today. How easy is this for you as a brand new person to make like $3,600 this week with just 6 people? Yes, even if you're brand spanking new, you are going to make about $3,600, not including matching bonuses, by just getting 3 VIPs you sponsor on your left, 3 VIPs you sponsor on your right. That's a whopping 900 fast start on your left, 900 fast start on your right, and approximately another 1,800 in binary commissions. So who can't do that? Plus, on top of it, you might be winning a $3,000 trip, all inclusive, to Punta Cana. So 6 people, and you're talking about $3,600 plus a $3,000 trip. That's $6,600 for 6 people. I mean, oh my gosh, who offers something like this? That is incredible. The holidays are already coming. So even if you're a brand new person, set your goal, set your set on your desk, on your chart, on your refrigerator, your goal for this month, 6 VIPs. It's not that hard. You know what? We got brand new capture pages with the fantasy sports, with the My Capture page. The last few nights, I probably sent it out to like 50 groups each night. I am getting a lot of opt-ins with that capture page. So I've got a lot of great people to start calling tomorrow, because you know what? We're rolling up our sleeves. We were planning on getting our 6 VIPs this week and it being in the running along with you and everybody else in this company. So we've got some fantastic opportunities in front of us. We've got so many products that we can lead with, but in particular, this fantasy football's never been done in network marketing history. This is a great, not only a door opener, but something that you can build on, build a team on, build volume on. You could build a whole company around this. I had no idea it was so big. Forbes says $70 billion. There's fantasy football leagues all over the world. And you can capitalize on that now. You don't have to, Dave was talking to his son today. Family, they don't like to do the same opportunities as you. I mean, how often do you ever get your mother, brother, sister, son to get involved with you? But you know what? Dale told his father, my gosh, I am involved with these fantasy leagues. All my friends are. So he wants to see it. And guess what? They can play for free, for $2, for $5, $25, $50. We've got people on our team winning money. Plus, you earn commissions on that. So I'm pretty excited about the possibilities. But before I go on too long, because I certainly can do that, I'd like to bring on my partner, before I monopolize all the time. Thank you, Richard, for joining us. I know you've got some exciting ideas also about taking advantage of that fantasy sports.
Thank you. Can you hear me, Faraday?
I do, Richard. Love your T-shirt, by the way.
Thank you very much. Courtesy of the Las Vegas team. Thank you so much, Las Vegas team. I'm gonna wrap this up a little bit. I'll get a little bit of a talk, and as we learned this weekend, and I'm going to talk about the whole vision, including fantasy sport. First of all, you're either feeding your doubts or you're feeding your dreams. Right now, we are giving you incredible product, and there's a success formula I'm going to share with you. If you don't know it, maybe you can write this down or just remember it. But I learned this from the greats, from many years of success in the industry. And this is not a Richard Anzalone thought. This is something that I'm telling you that a gentleman who left over $200 million endowment to his children when he passed away, unfortunately, very early in his life, really used to say, this is his formula, and I'm just, obviously success is duplicatable, and I'm duplicating it. First, it starts with people, and you show them how to get volume. Then you help the people get volume. You keep helping people get volume, and slowly but surely, you go out there and create what's called momentum, and that just gets a lot of people getting volume. And you create momentum, and then eventually you get checks and check story. And it's about people, volume, momentum, checks. It never happens in any other way. A lot of people want checks first, and they'll worry about people and volume next. No, momentum happens, and then the check. I mean, you can get a check, but a significant check happens with momentum, people, and volume. And we're going to talk about that. Faraday just shared with you the Dust Start bonus on the VIPs right now. Where you can actually go out there and on, the first one you get $150 on the VIP, 10% of $1,500. You get $150. The third one you get $150, and the additional $450. So on the last one you're going to actually accumulate $900 for the three. That goes with every three. So again, you get two, it's $1,800. You go get nine, that's $2,700. You sponsor another 12, another three, that's $3,600. You sponsor 50, on and on, $4,500, $5,400, $6,000 if you go out there and get, 30 people. On just Fast Start, forget about the binary matching check. So right now it's about a VIP program, going out there and selling multiple spots and getting people to do volume and go out there and getting yourself cycled. But remember, we have a goal of 115 cycles to get a $5,000 bonus. I can't tell you, but this month you can actually make some significant money if you happen to go out and get 115 cycles and focus your activity on getting people and creating volume. As we heard today, we have some great stuff on the travel. He said something that I thought was significant, that we get a $100 voucher for a $500 airfare. Well, how about a dear friend of mine or a family member of mine who wants to go to Hawaii or Orlando or London or Los Angeles? Which, I live here, but maybe other people want to come to this destination. I can give them a $100 that I bought, and I can say, hey, book the travel with me, and I'll give you a $500 discount on airfare. Once the travel is booked, I get a $50 commission. It's really only going to cost me $50, and I'm getting somebody to book through our travel engine. The phone number, by the way, is 1-866-902-1234. But if you get somebody to do that, that's great. But here's what's important. People, volume, momentum, and check. You got to get here. It starts with here, not in your wallet. It starts with your head. You got to look at you. We have incredible products. We have 6 different offerings in category creation, 2 of them internationally, online gaming and online sports betting. We have that international. Here in the United States, we have 4 offerings: the social media, the travel we just talked about, the interactive video game, Boardwalk, which we're going to see 4 videos, by the way, on all of these. And then last but not least is what I'm going to talk about now is the fantasy sport. We're looking for volume and momentum and people. We're looking for people, volume, and momentum. How do you start it? Find something that they're interested in. I'm going to tell you 32 million people in the United States alone play fantasy sports. 10% of the people in the United Kingdom, I'm not sure what their amount of people that live in the United Kingdom, but whatever it is, 10% of the people in the UK played fantasy sports last year. So 32 million United States alone played it. And nobody is going out there and getting any money or residual income. They're either making money or doing it for free, just for fun, or they're going out there and making money, and only if they win. They're spending money just to have fun. We're going to make money either way because we get volume and BV. And as I said in my trainings out there in Las Vegas, we're about becoming the skill set, master the skill set of how to create BV. The best way is bringing in new representatives to help us market our product and our customer acquisition. That's the best way. So VIPs, high rollers, players, go out there and sponsor brand new people and watch them go to work and help them become successful. The other way is to use our product. The fantasy sport allows you to get 40% BV. So in other words, I just did two leagues this week, $50 each, so $100 worth of dollars that I spent on my credit card, and 2 fantasy sports. They have 2 customer spots that I created. I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. So basically, 40 BV were created, almost as, going out there and starting to help somebody get to 300 BV on the leg to help them cycle. Well, just by me this week, next week I'll do at least another 100, and we'll have some fun. I'm going to do baseball as well as football. But out of the $32 million people who played, that's more than 10% of the United States play this thing, whether you like it or not. It's a category creator. It's never been done before, fantasy sports, never. But we're about cycling. We're about creating volume. We're about helping people become successful. So in the scheme of things, you're going to look at your 2 teeth. You look at your right teeth, your left leg, whatever that happens to be, and you're going to look at which leg has more volume. One is called the greater volume leg, and the other one's called the lesser volume leg. Well, either one, but you're going to create a new customer spot. Now, there's 2 strategies I'm going to give you right now, but if I was somebody, I would create it on my lesser team, a customer spot. And I would create that, and I'll give you a little example right here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but in this example here, I have a lesser team, and I put my customer spot right here. I put my customer spot underneath one of my personals. So what I did was I created a spot underneath my personal's weak leg. So let's just listen to what I said. I helped myself get to a cycle. I helped myself, or you're going to help yourself get a cycle. But if you sponsored somebody, help them get a cycle as well. Why? You get a 20% match on that. So if you're going to cycle, let them cycle so that you make 60 eventually. They're going to make 60 eventually when you accumulate enough volume. When you cycle, you make 60. When they cycle, you get a 20% match or $12 more. So now it's $72. If you really want to strategize this, you can put it under someone weak spot, under someone they sponsored weak spot. Then when you all accumulate enough BV in your customer spot, we can actually cycle and make a 20 and a 15%. And you can start to do the math and really get yourself into a situation where $10 is if that would be. You can actually continue this all the way up to get up to $93 if you take all 5 levels of match out and you put your customer spot in a great position. It's all about strategy. For those who are concerned about auto ship and saying, hey, I don't want to do my auto ship, I'm not sure I want to spend the kind of money but I'd like to maximize the 75, you can actually put your customers in your own ID. And when they do their fantasy sports, if they do at least $75 worth of fantasy sports, you're like I did 100. I would have done somebody 75 BV, $50, $75, $50. I would have helped anybody in any position do their auto ship. Get a customer spot in your thing. I like getting the volume, and we all do our own beats so you can get enough BVD by doing fantasy sports, but you can place it in your downline. Fantasy sports has never, ever been done. There's people who are leading with this and are actually building their whole team based upon this product line. I don't care what you do. I know in Australia, Sree, they love online gaming with the sports Velocity Sportsbook over there. Much, much better. That's what they like. Fantasy sports right now, American sport. You're going to see soccer coming into fold very soon. So it'll be a much more international. The international people can play fantasy sports. But learn how to specifically create volume and incentivize. Here's what I would incentivize. Somebody working. I'll repeat that. Don't help the weak, help the strong. Someone who's out there building a business and sponsoring people, help them become successful. Help the ones that are helping you. Don't go out there and say, maybe I'll give this to somebody because they haven't done anything in 90 days and I haven't heard from them. Let me see if I can excite them. No, it's not going to happen. It's going to help the strong. You can't wake up the dead. You can't. There's no such thing as going to throw an alarm clock in the cemetery and waking up anybody. It's not going to happen. You need to go out there and rebirth new people. And we're excited about some rebirth. A very dear friend, Alan Kelly, is going to be sponsoring a lady named Donna. So excited about the call I had today. She'll be coming in tonight. We're going to work on that team. That's an exciting team right now to work on. It's exciting. What are you doing? We're excited about it. But what you need to understand is volume is what we get paid on, BV. And we get paid on 300 BV on a leg, on your weaker leg, on your lesser leg, get you a cycle. So we're out there helping with fantasy sport, helping with the gaming, helping with the interactive video game, social gaming as well. But right now we're concentrating on fantasy sport, helping you go out there and get yourself cycled. I like to be so strong a little bit here before I end this thing because that's important. Because fantasy sports is exciting. We can do all kinds of strategies, but what you first must do is make a decision. We're sitting at a banquet of abundance here at G1E, Global One Entertainment. G1E is a banquet of abundance. There's millionaires made, 50 people over 100,000. We had 10 people who won an award at over 500,000. We have 6 millionaires, 3 multi-millionaires in this company. We're sitting at a banquet of abundance. Ask yourself, how much of this abundance do you want? If I was sitting at a banquet and there was a lot of food on the table, don't look for your fair share. We want people who want more than their fair share. Their fair share is not, because there's plenty who are not going to get anything. And that's just the way life is. We're looking for those who want to say, I want more than my fair share. And it starts with your mental attitude and your focus. How clear are you? Are you presenting the information and then making sure that when you present the information, whether it's fantasy, sport, travel, or just the whole opportunity in general, are you asking the right questions? In other words, if I have somebody interested, I like fantasy sports, I'd like to get paid on travel, I'd like to get paid on the internet, I love what's going on here. I'll ask some questions of them, such as, now that you've heard the information, what do you like best? I don't ask them, what do you think? It gives them an out. What do you like best? What they focus on, I'm going to talk about. I know fantasy sports is incredible, get paid on it. Then once they've asked a couple questions, let's get started. I think the VIP is the best spot to get started. Why don't we get you a pack right now? If you don't ask, they will procrastinate and hang up the phone and wait for another day. Faraday closes all day long. But what you do is you need to ask. Make sure that as you're talking to people, you're asking. That's the beauty of it. Today we talked to Donna, very excited. We asked. Now, she's not in a position maybe to get the top position, but she's in a position to get started. I didn't stay on the phone with her long. Alan, we didn't stay on the phone for hours. We basically said, I like what I see. Great, let's get started. That's all you need is just to ask. And if they happen to say, I need more information, what information can I guide you to or provide you with so that you can make the decision yes or no? Either way, you need to get a decision. No is a better decision than a maybe, because a maybe just keeps you in the loop, wasting time. Yes, obviously, the best decision, what we're looking for. Then you get them started with their warm market and help them get out there and get sponsoring people and getting customers involved. This is the greatest customer acquisition business I've ever seen. But we need to be very apparent and talking to people and helping them close and getting them multiple positions they need it so they can go out there and maximize this compensation plan. Get them qualified. What is happening here? Are you talking to enough people? If not, it's okay. As Dennis likes to say, make 100 phone calls, but not to the same person. Keep making calls to different people. We're in the BB business. We're looking for people. We're looking for volume so that we can create momentum and continue the checks. You're in a position, if you do what we've done, you will receive what we've received. If you go out there and do what others who are not making money have done, you'll receive what they receive. The great news is it easy? No. But it can be done. It's something you can do. It's already proven. Can you make 7 figures a year here? The answer is yes, you can. Is it easy? No. Are the odds stacked that you're going to make 7 figures? No. But guess what? It can be done, and most companies can't say that, especially in their first year. Most companies can't even say anybody can make multi-7 figures in their first year. We can say we've had more than 1, more than 2 do it. We had 3 people do it. So again, it can be done. Can you make 6 figures here? There's a ton of people who make 6 figures in the first year. The odds are even better if you can do that, but it's not easy. It's worth it. It's worth it. What are you willing to do to get what you want? And that's key. That's what you see when people say, I got a work ethic. I love what I do, and I'm passionate about it, and it's rewarding here. But what are you willing to do? The fantasy sports is awesome. I can give you all the stats you want, but what are you willing to put in to go out there and do what you need to do? Make sure that you're working hard. Make sure that you're concentrating on what the people want. Present the information to them. And if you're not someone who's really brand new, get with your mentor, your upline sponsor, or us. We're all at the top. Dave, Sarah, Susan, myself. Get us on the phone, because what we do is we ask. We're not afraid to ask. Great, I'm glad, Donna, you liked it. Let's get going. What package is best for you? Let's get started. I like VIP. That wasn't in her financial plans, but we got her in a package. We're going to sign her up after this call. It's a matter of you going out there and asking and making sure you do it, because concentrate and focus on what they want, but guide them towards the decision of getting involved with us. It's tax deductible. They can make money versus being a customer. Yes, you can get them involved with the customer first if that's what you want to do. I happen to be an impatient guy. I'm an orange. I don't like to wait. I like to get them started now. But hey, if they wanted to become a fantasy football customer first, great. A couple of my friends have already said, why did you switch fantasy football league sites? And I play fantasy football anyway. And I think, I get paid from this site. And they've all said, is this one of your, network marketing things? I said, yeah, it is. But don't worry. You don't have to hear about the opportunity. So lo and behold, surprisingly, a gentleman who owns his carpet cleaning business, a very dear friend of mine, loves sports, has finally said to me when I backdoored him with sports, and I didn't even hit him the opportunity, how do you get paid is what he said. And I said, very simple. You have to join the thing you've been avoiding me for years, my good buddy. And he said, well, now that you got sports, I'm interested. And so am I going to get him a customer? Yes. But I'm going for the kill. I'm going for the distributorship. That's much more important to me. Dear friend of mine, I believe in him. I believe in his ability. It's a matter of what you want. And those who get greatness, don't just sit around. We want it. We work hard enough to get it. And as I'm saying, I know this is not what probably everybody wanted to hear, but I think it's important that we understand it's a matter of you going out there and doing what you got to do. We're in front of people who are looking for freedom. We're in a business, not of a sports business, not of an internet business, we're a unique business, that's for sure. But we're marketing hope, dreams, and freedom to a society that's sick and tired of their JOB, who's not making money, who's watching too much news, who's trying to raise money for anything they have in their life, who's driving the wrong car, living in the wrong neighborhood. We're marketing the chance for them to live their dream. And I'm going to feed everybody's dream, not anybody's doubt. Because we all have doubt, we're going to get them going. Start marketing what we have in a unique environment with customer acquisition like never before, and help people live their dreams with double fast start, an ability to win a trip, and all the success we've had. This is the time of life. What are you willing to do this week? Faraday said 6. Faraday, let's go for 12. 6 is too low. Let's hit 12 this week, not 6. So let's go out there and do the best job we can do all together, collectively, we're one team, one dream. We're here to pull everyone up. And I'm going to just say this, when you're part of a team, we're going to help you. And this is the best team in this entire company because you guys helped make it. And we're here to help each and every one of you succeed. I'm fired up, and I'm really excited about where we're going. It's a matter of, are you going with us as well? Because we're going to these great trips with money in our pocket. And we're going to these great fantasy football games with distributors making money. So it's incredibly fun, and it's exciting. Do what's all you can do. Win now. What's important now with whatever it takes. Faraday, back to you. I'm going to probably keep going too long. Thank you very much.
Richard, let me ask you one thing, because some people have had an interest in knowing about what if they come in with 3 or more than one position. Me, you, Susan, and Dave, we had structured, obviously the 4 of us, we got 3 spots and have been able to really leverage that a lot. Some people have asked about, well, now with this new VIP, that's 3 auto ships at $75 a month. So I believe that, from what I understand, 3 VIPs is only 1 auto ship.
Correct. One auto ship is 75. And you can do fantasy sports. Again, have your customers do your auto ship so nobody has to do it if that's what you don't like. But I truly believe in making money with my customer person doing my auto ship. So
the fantasy sports volume counts as auto ship?
Correct. Yeah, I did 100 myself, so our auto ship is done. You did it. I mean, obviously, I have a customer spot on a leg. I actually have it under 3 different people. I'm looking for a spot where I can get 5 different people because I like to maximize the plan. Remember, if you maximize the plan, when someone cycles, you make $60 yourself. When they cycle, you make 12. That's 72. When your 15% person cycle, that's 9. That's 81. Then you have 3 more 6. That's $93 you can make if you maximize the fantasy sport or any customer acquisition per cycle. That's not too bad. That's really good, actually. It's really good money. I'm not hearing you, Faraday. Am I muted?
Okay, so sorry about that, Richard. I was saying here somebody could get 3 spots. They get the 50% of the sports book, obviously. 1 auto ship on
50%. 3 spots.
And they still get the double fast start bonus.
You got it.
On 2 of the spots.
Correct.
Okay, you guys, you might have heard a little something, a little strategy. You might take advantage of this month if you want to leverage your positions and pay the same auto ship and do what me and Dave and Richard and Susan did. So we're running a little bit over. I know we got such a lot of quality information out to you guys tonight. I'm sure we could keep talking. I'm just going to say briefly, and I want Sree and Dave to have a couple closing. I'm just going to say, take advantage of the Sizzle category creator, fantasy sports. It doesn't take much to get interest. Create your Facebook events this week to promote the Hangouts. We're going to be promoting the fantasy sports, the travel, the online games, the online gaming, the sports book on the Hangouts. Get out fantasy sports. If you got the My Capture page, get it out in the groups. That is capturing a lot of interest. Just first in fantasy sports and your capture page link. Get it out to 100 groups a day. You're going to get some interest. Start conversations with people. Do you play fantasy sports? You'll be surprised at the incredible large number of people that do. And then you got an easy way to get your auto ship covered. Unbelievable. Sree, you want to give some comments on what we've heard here tonight, what your plans are going forward, and then we're going to let Dave wrap this up for us.
Muted now.
You are unmuted now.
That's great. Yeah. Richard put the nail on the head. He has done very well, actually. And there are so many things we can do, like Facebook, Twitter. Conference cloud is very, very good. That's what I do. I build a business. And as well as I do Skype screen sharing across the world. That's the easiest way to do it, because a lot of people got the Skype. So now we got G1E Touch as well. But when we are getting ready for that, but we are learning as well. So that's another way of getting people to the, because now we can get only the people who is in G1E. But later on we can get people across the world and we can show the business as well as the product. Now we got travel, very exciting. And I just want everybody to just get in and Richard shows some strategies how to build a business, like double dipping and triple dipping. So you can do like that as well, because binary is very, very good on that. I've done that before. So back to Faraday. Thanks, Faraday, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Sree, and the rest of your Australia team, Linda Powell, Will, Sonia, Linda, and Brooke. Fantastic team you have there. And Dave, Richard, thank you so much. Your training was awesome, phenomenal. I hope everybody took a lot of golden nuggets out of that. That was, like Sree said, hit it right on the head. Dave, you got some closing comments for everybody here tonight?
Sure. Here we are, guys. We're about 120 days away from the year of 2014, about ready to be over. I don't know how your 2014 has ended up so far, but what we've gone and done right now and what we've laid out is unbelievable, and just your dreams can all be obtained here. But you need to get this right. If you don't get this right, nothing's going to work. Guess what? And I see a lot of people create drama. Okay, guys, listen to me. We are not customer support. Okay, Rick has a great team for that. We are helping you achieve your dreams. So understand, when I say go to customer support, there's a reason. That means you're distracting from helping people make their dreams. We know you want the answers, but the answers are with the company, with customer support. Focus in on that, guys, and focus in on solutions for your problems. See, because as Farrah shared with you, I talked with my son today, and my son was like unbelievable with the fantasy sports. He was unbelievable. There's so many options for you to talk to people and bring people in, okay? But it's only you. If you don't open your mind, it's like a parachute. If you don't open it, it's not going to work. And guess what? I promise you the end of 2014 is going to be just like the beginning was for you if you're not going where you want, okay? We've got a way right now to show somebody how to pick up an extra $4 grand by putting their head down and working with less people than I know of any other company they can go do. They might be able to bring in more people, but not make $4,000, okay? So you think about that. You've got a lot to sleep on here tonight. And guys, we are the cutting edge G1E with everything that we do. First to the game with everything that we've got. First in business on everything. You want to know why we went to G1E? That's why. We're number one. Think about that. First to the game. Social, online gaming. Okay, sports book, fantasy sports, travel, cut above all the other companies, bar none. No matter who lays it out there. Lay it down, guys. Think about what we're talking about. Social media platform, we pay you. Games, we pay, we give tokens on. Come on, wake up. Let's rock and roll. We love you guys. We're looking forward to helping a lot of people help their Christmas list and get their trip where they can be proud with their wife, where they go to the beaches of the world when we're coming up here. And, think about it right at Thanksgiving time. You promised your wife all these things, and you ain't been able to deliver. For once, you can. For once, you can to your family. You can actually earn 4 tickets if you really wanted to and bring your kids. Think about that, guys. So it's your chance. But it's only your chance if you act. Other than that, Faraday, back to you. We will be doing an advanced 90-day training laying out tomorrow, simulcast for the deaf. We will be doing that like we did with the gold mine training. We'll be locking that in. We're going to have that up. that's going to be going on because we're laying that out for the deaf community. On top of that, for the deaf, that will be simulcast live. We'll have the links live. And again, we are not customer support, but we are dream builders, and we will help you get wherever you want. With that, I want to thank everybody on the panel here tonight. They were totally awesome. And back to you, Faraday.
All righty. Thank you very much. A lot to think of. I would just suggest you go and maybe rerun this, replay it, because you can get all kinds of gold nuggets. And we'll look forward to you seeing you 3 nights this week on the Hangouts, and we'll keep you posted in the Facebook G1E Pros group. Thank you guys for joining us. Go play some fantasy sports while you finish off the rest of the night's football. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a good one. See you this week.